Dear student, class 7, today I am going to discuss about the chapter 4, economy of Bangladesh. Bangladesh is an agricultural country. Most of the people of this country, what type of country Bangladesh is? Agricultural country. Most of the people of this country live in the villages, and main source of their livelihood is agriculture. What is the main source of income of village people is agriculture. But with urbanization, the significance of industry and commerce is gradually increasing. Now, with urbanization, the significance of industry and commerce is gradually increasing. But we are developing country, and we are living in a developing country, and our main income source depends on agriculture. None of these sectors like agriculture, industry and commerce is less than important in a modern country. To develop our country, we need to make our economy strong and dynamic in all respect. To develop our country, we need to make our economy strong and dynamic. It is very important for a country to make a strong economy or dynamic economy. We have to develop all sectors, including agriculture, industry, trade, and commerce. There is no alternative to this in this modern competitive world. Agriculture alongside industry and commerce is very important in a developing country. At first, we discuss lesson 1: informal economic activities of towns and villages of Bangladesh. Any work, service or transaction and that has economic value is called economic activity. What is called economic activity? Any work, service or transaction that has economic value is called economic activity. Economic activities of a country can be divided into two types. How many types are there in the economic activities in our country? Formal and informal. Activities which do not have fixed wages are difficult to bring. Taxation are not regulated by the government, are generally called informal activities. Economic activities. Some example of such activities are work in one's own land. Work is shops and business institution, household works, and the works of hawkers and day laborers. This type of work we can say is informal activities. In underdeveloped or developing countries, most of the economic activities belong to this category, as they have been happening from the ancient period. These activities are also called the traditional sector of economy. Informal economic activity of rural areas. Like any other developing country, informal economic activities constitute the main role of economy of Bangladesh. A rural farmer and his family work in the field from dawn to dusk. They don't get or take wages as they work in their own field. Actually, informal economic activities, the main play a main role of economy of Bangladesh, because we can give want to give an example. A rural farmer and his family in their field from dawn to dusk. They don't get or take wages as they work in their own field, but their work does not reap benefits for themselves or their family only. Instead, it benefit their society and state as well. The larger portion of the country's food demand is met by their production. Thus, our farmers are contributing to the national economy. The informal economic activities also include workers of blacksmith and porter, cottage industry, shop, and other small business enterprise. These activities play a significant role in keeping our economy dynamic. Although in recent times, use of modern technology is noticed in agriculture and other sectors of rural economy. But nowadays we see um, use of modern technology is increasing, and in agriculture and other sectors of rural economy, the traditional or informal sector is still playing its main role. Now, people's want to use, actually village people want to use traditional plow or uh, or harvesting instrument, but modern technology, some peoples are used in modern technology. uh, from the perspective of national economy, this sector is also playing an important role. Look, agriculture activity, hawker and household. Informal economic activities of towns. The urban population of Bangladesh is constituted with all classes of people, high, middle, and how many types of people are live in urban areas? In high, three types: high, model, and middle and low income, as well as destitute ones. Many of the destitute are regarded as floating or temporary, who are who are live in the on the footways or paved ways, and these peoples are called temporary people, floating people, meaning they don't have their own and permanent dwelling. Actually, they did not mm, uh, they did not get a place in slums, and so they are living the pavement ways. They are living the slums, parks, footpath, and railway station. The high and middle income people usually engage in formal economic activities like public or private job, trade, and commerce. The lower income and destitute earn their livelihood lower income destitute earn their livelihood through running on working small shops, hawking goods on the streets. When you passing the neighborhood roads, you see some people are hawker who are selling something, selling goods in localities. These are actually this type of work is informal activities. Pulling rickshaw or push carts, porters, technicians, helpers, and house workers. These are regarded as informal economic activities of towns. Contribution of informal activities to economy. Most of the people living in villages of Bangladesh harvest paddy, jute, vegetables, fruits, catch fish, rear cows, goats, ducks, and poultry, maintain cottage industry, and sell products in the market. Thus, they earn their livelihood and play a major role in running the country's economy. In the same way, many lower and middle or even high income people of cities and towns are also engaged in informal economic activities. Thus, from the beginning, the economy of Bangladesh is largely largely depend on informal economic activities, even though the importance of formal economic activities is on the increase, and traditional sector did not lose its importance. Lesson 2: Industry of Bangladesh. Although Bangladesh is an agricultural country, some industries or mills and factories started to flourish here since the British reign. Jute, cotton, and textile industries were the major among them. Adamji Jute Mill, the largest jute mill of the world. You know, Adamji Jute Mills is the largest jute mills in the well now. Actually, jute mills closed 2020 1st July. Actually, government based jute mill already closed, permanently closed. This is the recent news. 1st July 2020 was established in Naranganj during the Pakistan period. During the period, these wings, known as East Pakistan, fell prey to discriminatory policies of West Pakistani rulers. After we became independence in 1971, new industries and mills and factories were being established in different parts of the country. You know, jute, we can call the golden fiber of jute. We can call the jute is the golden fiber because it's earning foreign monies. New industries and mills and factories were being established in different parts of our country. But jute was our largest industrial sector, and other industrial like tea, sugar, cement, fertilizer, leather, rail, and engineering industries were there. Presently, Bangladesh has achieved huge success with ready-made garment and pharmaceutical industries. Industries can be divided into various kinds relating to their capital, size, production, and number of workers, etc. You see, industry actually Bangladesh has achieved huge success with ready-made garments industry. Industry can be divided into various kinds relating to the capital, size, and production. We can divide it large industries: jute, textile, cement, fertilizer, rail, engineering, electricity, are large industries. These industries require huge capital, skill, manpower, skilled laborer, engineer, expert, experienced managers. Their capacity of production is also high. Engineering industry, you look here is the picture. Engineering industry, their products produce meets the demands of the local market, and a portion of that produce is exported abroad. The contribution of these large industries to our national economy is very significant, important. They serve as the backbone of our economy. Medium industries having capital more than 1.5 crore are known as medium industries. Examples of these kinds are light engineering, silk, ceramic, cold storage, etc. They play a significant role in national economy by meeting the demand of the people of our country and employing a large number of people. Small industries that have a working capital less than 1.5 crore taka belong to the small industry group. Rice mill, small scale shoe factory, plastic industry, food processing industry are this kind of industry. Cottage industry, usually the owners or their family members take care of production and sales of the products in this kind of industry, handloom industries, earthenwares, bamboo, can, woodworks, shari or sweet packets, incense stick of our country are some of the examples of such industry. Uh, Benarashi Pole is situated in Mirpur 10. One advantage of this kind of industry is it creates opportunity of self-reliance and employs a good number of people. Uh, this industry is highly important in the national economy of Bangladesh, which has a large population and is industrially background. Contribution of industry to the economy of Bangladesh and its future. Ever expanding urbanization and increase in living standard have significantly increased the importance of industries all over the world. Japan, Korea, Germany, are in Thailand are industry-based country. The same implies in Bangladesh too. Here one can easily find ample supply of skilled and unskilled labor at cheap wages, because cheap wages labor are found in Bangladesh. This interests the foreign entrepreneurs to invest and establish factories here. 8 EPZ are there in the Bangladesh, uh, and two are totally private. Dhaka, Chattogram, Khulna, the etc. The ready-made garment factories are one such example. Many foreign companies, singularly or jointly with our local entrepreneurs, have set up garment factories here. Foreigners are showing interest to invest in other sectors because cheap here are available cheap wages workers. The government has established some export processing zone in order to attract foreign investment. Besides, the government is also working to increase the port and transportation facilities, upgrade gas and electricity supply, starting one-stop service as per the incentives for foreign investors. Uh, if you visit the export processing zone, you will get many facilities of you will see many facilities of workers. There are many facilities of workers and for workers, and at first they take tea and coffee when they enter the factories in EPZ, and their salary is high, and their potential health care are available. These steps are creating possibilities of further expansion of various industries in future. Recently, the expatriate Bangladeshis are also showing their interest to invest in our industrial sector. These are brightening up the possibility of Bangladesh to become an industrially rich middle income country. It will not only lessen poverty and unemployment of the country, but also raise the financial status of our people and strengthen our national income. If we import skilled laborer to the foreign country, we will get enough money or much money. It added our national economy, and if we set up or if we create a favorable environment to set up a garments industry, we can benefit it more, because foreign investors already know there are in Bangladesh there are many cheap wages workers available. So they interest in, but our electricity supply, gas system, one-stop system, we have to ensure at first and upgrade this transport system, transport facilities, port system. Everything is okay, then we will remove not only remove, we will not only remove poverty, we increase our garments industry and decrease the unemployment problem, and to remove the unemployment problem from the country. Thank you very much.